I quit my job.
Instead, we're going directly to you.
Wait, Zach, what do you mean?
Okay, so maybe I was the boy who cried wolf a little bit. So yeah, I'm a try guy now. Mad yet? So I know how this looks. All right, it looks like I senior year spring. Like I told everyone I was gonna do a moving party, and then we did a big move, and then it turns out, actually Miles just got a new job in the same town. But I assure you that I've never been more why I left Try Guys than now. So as you probably know, if you're watching this video, I am now a Try Guy, or part of the second Try cast. So I did leave. I don't want anyone to think that I didn't leave. I did leave, I left, I'm doing my own thing. Hence, I'm in my own thing right now. Basically, I quit my job as podcast producer of the Try Guys. I was like a W-2 employee, fucking sending emails and being rad. I was basically ready to start a new chapter and invest in myself as the hashtag main character, do my own YouTube videos, keep hosting my own podcast, and kind of make my own career in the same way that I had seen the Try Guys do. While I was at Try Guys, some of my favorite experiences were being talent in videos. Now, obviously I was a busy beaver while I was at Try Guys. I was using my giant teeth to kind of chomp away at digital media as a whole. So I didn't have a lot of time to be in videos, nor was that my job. So like they hadn't hired me to do that, but sometimes I would be silly on camera just to add a little extra pizzazz to the position. Which was great because it introduced me to the Try Guys audience, which was great because it then meant that some of those people would trickle down and be into my own stuff that I was producing independently. So when they offered to be like, you should stay on our podcast and just kind of be goofy and gaffy, but you don't have to edit anything or produce anything or send almost any emails, that felt so attractive to me, so hot, so sexy. So I was like, bada bing, bada boom, let's keep doing the tripod together. And then another nice thing happened, which is that they were like, hey, by the way, you should like keep being in videos on the channel. Usually when people quit their jobs, they do not get the opportunity to continue getting cash for that. usually on the way out, they say, no, we can no longer give you cash for that to keep doing the one thing that you wanted to continue doing here. Like if I worked at a casino and I got free hot dogs, I couldn't be like, by the way, I will be back for the free hot dogs. So then when I leave, it's like, okay, this is nice. They're gonna still put me in videos and they're still gonna have me on the tripod, and that's kind of all hunky-dory. And then as kind of news starts picking up and things start happening and it becomes a bigger and bigger deal, I start being in more videos and I start getting wind of what's going on, which is that Daddy's gonna be in the new second TryCast. I'm not just gonna be a guy who sometimes flies by the seat of his own pants in a Try Guys video. I'm gonna be the full enchilada. The thing I wanted to do from day one, roll the clip.
These are our PAs, Casamobi and Miles.
I consider myself the fifth Try Guy.
I've seen some comments of people being like, well, Miles, isn't it just like you never left, like you just came back? And I would disagree. If you worked cashier at a strip club, and then you quit that job and they rehire you as the main stage dancer, shaking your tuchus for bills to have, then I think that you would come back to do the dance. So let's talk all the juicy details. Scheduling. I do a lot of stuff independently, right? So I have my own podcast, I have Patreon episodes for that podcast, I shoot my own YouTube videos, I do a whole stuff. I'm also a daddy. Speaking of that sound, my 16-month-old son has started making that sound, and it's really funny to me. He was always going, ah. If my son grows up to be anything like Megan Thee Stallion, I will be a proud father. What's great about being the second TryCast is I can go in, shoot videos for a day or a half a day or whatever the hell, and then after I do that stuff, I can continue working on my own business. If I've learned anything about anything, it's that you need to try to diversify yourself as much as possible. Especially if all of the things that you're diversifying yourself as are things that you fundamentally enjoy. I think one of the fun things about this situation is that I get to go from being an employee to being a collaborator. I get to go over there and work as just like I'm a guy, Miles, who performs on the internet just like you guys, and I get to work with them. I think it's a very cool distinction and one that I don't think exists that often. Instead of being a guy that works for Try Guys, I get to work with Try Guys as a Try Guy. Pretty different. pretty nice. And I like those guys. And we so far had a pretty good thing going. I also really like everybody that's in the Second Try cast. I think there's so many fucking Grand Slam all-star people that make me laugh. So it's like a total joy to be able to work with all of those people all at once. There's not a lot of people on the internet that can have their cake and eat it too. And I just need everyone to know that I am the one who's eating the cake. At the end of the day, I have my cake and I'm eating it too. I quit my job and I got my independence and I have my own operation, but I also rose to the top of ranks at a legacy media organization that birthed me. From the womb, as a production assistant, I rose to the top, starting properties, doing things, biding my time. First there were 4 Try Guys. And then the other one is a darling who is moving on to other projects. And I saw the opportunities I had built for myself on the rubble of the empire that I had destroyed. And I said, nay, I shall rebuild this company from within as a Try Guy and as an independent operator capable of destruction and silliness. See you next week.